Welcome back to West Virginia Tonight. We continue to hear reaction from people across the Mountain State after former Mayor Michael Bloomberg announced a large donation supporting an initiative that would put an end to coal power plants across the nation. Now we are hearing from Senator Joe Manchin. Senator, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And I'd love to hear your initial thoughts on this initiative. You are a Democrat. You've talked a lot about climate change, but this would be a real nail in the coffin for West Virginia.
Well, it's awful what I denounced Mayor Bloomberg's approach. This is a horrible approach. It does not fix the climate changes that are going on. It does not reduce the amount of CO2 that he's concerned about that will have an effect on the global climate. And I repeat, global, not North America, not United States, not West Virginia. It's global. And you have to have a global fix. I called Mayor Bloomberg after he put his article out about $500 million directed to closing every coal-fired plant in America. And I says, Mayor Bloomberg, you're not fixing any problem whatsoever. All you're doing is having a death sentence to states like mine who have been producing energy for this great country. And we have done it in the cleanest of fashions with the technology that's available. We need to have new technology that helps us take off the CO2, other than just sequestering it and pushing it in the ground, use it for a byproduct. And there is ways that can be done. Why don't you take your $500 million and use it to find the technology through research and development that helps the entire globe, rather than just punishing America and punishing West Virginians? We had that conversation. I'm hoping he rethinks his position and will put some of his money towards that.
Now, some people say that West Virginia and other states like West Virginia with an energy-based economy need to diversify, and this could be the perfect opportunity to do just yet. Do you think that's an option for West Virginia to diversify that much to get out of coal altogether in the next 11 years?
Well, the market is going to be what the market is. The coal plants, the coal-fired plants in America, North America, if you take the total aggregate amount of plants to over 200 and some plants that are still operating, I think the average is in the 30, 40 year range, their age. You look at Asia, you look at China and India, and that their average age is 12 years. They have very young plants. They're going to run them for quite some time. So if you're really looking about global climate, we need to do something, because the climate change is real. I saw it firsthand. But with that, I know we all have a responsibility. You just can't come and dump it on one state or one industry and say it's their fault and we're going to shut them all down, because you're not going to shut down in India, you're not going to shut down in China or any part of Asia, and all these coal-fired plants that are being built around the world, unless you find the technology that makes them the opportunity or gives them the opportunity to use this fuel they have in their backyard much cleaner. That's what we should be doing, and that's what I'm pushing for. And the West Virginia plants and all the other plants, the market will. We are all in energy policy. I want wind, solar, hydro, I want fossil that we have in the cleanest fashion, and natural gas, all the things that we do to keep energy and make sure that energy in America is something we all have access to, but it keeps our country strong also. So there's so much that can be done in a practical way. This is such an impractical approach. It is a penalizing and punishing approach. And I abhor the direction he has taken on this, and I've told him so.
Now, a lot has been talked about moving past coal, but obviously, if we are to move past coal, we still need to take care of our coal miners, and you've been working on that with the American Miners Act. Tell me a little bit about that and an update for it. It's obviously something a lot of people around West Virginia are waiting on.
Well, we've been working on this. I have a bill, the American Miners Act, that's basically making sure that the miners who have worked for their pension and their health care receive it. We got the health care part done last year. We should have had all of this done 2 or 3 years ago. And there's one person only, prohibiting this from happening, and that's Mitch McConnell. He will not let the bill come up. And I'm asking all my Republican friends and my colleagues, please tell Mitch, bring the bill up so we can vote on it. It'll pass. It's the only bipartisan fix we have for the pensions, and this is something people have worked for and basically paid for. And the average miner's pension is only around $600. And a lot of this is retirees. It's basically those people and widows who are using this as a pittance to live on, to supplement their incomes. It's just unconscionable for him not to allow this bill to come forward, that we can fix the miner's pension once and for all. And that's what we're working towards. I'm going to put another amendment in tomorrow on the National Defense Authorization. I'm hoping all my colleagues, Democrats and Republicans, will support it.
All right, well, thank you so much, Senator Joe Manchin, Democrat from West Virginia. That's unfortunately all the time we have for today, but thank you for joining us.